organizations, bringing those best practices in-house. We've even learned to charge for our services, monetize our core competencies, and create sustainable enterprises. By retracing the footprints of the for-profit world, we've learned to think of ourselves as more than just change agents. We're change companies. We're transformers. We've all watched recently as giant for-profit companies, many of them with invaluable brands and incredible histories, have collapsed. Perhaps we should call them non-profits? I've seen CEOs and COOs make executive errors and operational mistakes that no not-for-profit leader worth his salt would make. Sure, not every for-profit company is readying a bankruptcy filing and ordering cardboard boxes in bulk. But even those companies that aren't imploding seem to be slimming budgets, hunting for new and more effective strategies, and striving to squeeze just a little more productivity out of that ever smaller staff. Everyone is counting their pennies, making sure to extract value from every last cent. These are things that we in the not-for-profit world have been doing for years, and after years and years of being told that we in the not-for-profit sector need to be more structured, more profitable, more strategic, and more like organizations in the corporate world, the pendulum is now swinging in the other direction. Now, we not-for-profits have much to offer organizations that are willing to listen and learn. I started talking to friends at other not-for-profits, asking them to identify the tricks of our trade that might be useful to share. I realized that what we have to offer can be boiled down to one concept: the power of zero. We get more done with less of just about everything, from our people to our money to our workplaces to our vendors. Starting with zero isn't a problem for us. It's a challenge that we rise to every day. Zilch is what drives us to be more innovative, more passionate, more creative. Stop whining about your budget cuts and start asking yourself what you would do if you had zilch. You'll be surprised to discover just how powerful that is. I'm not going to suggest that not-for-profits have all the answers, or that our approach always translates to the corporate side. We're not perfect either, but there is value for leaders of all stripes in looking at the best practices in the business of not-for-profit management. Unlike big business, we not-for-profits may not be able to grow through acquisition, but we do know how to grow through alliance. Unlike big business, we may not be able to promote people based on their experience and competencies, but we can identify employees with fire in their belly and put them in positions to blaze their own trails. Unlike big business, we may not be proficient in creating brands through research and focus groups, but we're positively brilliant at creating brands by being unique, simple, consistent, and relevant. Like smart businesses, we're going to survive and succeed by innovating and delivering results. And over the past decade, many not-for-profits have delivered outstanding, world-changing, awe-inspiring results. You may be surprised how ubiquitous and how influential we've become. And I'm not talking about our storied behemoths like the Red Cross and the Salvation Army. No, I'm thinking of some of the greatest new companies of the last 10 years. Brands that have quickly become household names and created seemingly irreplaceable products. Several of them are not-for-profits, including Wikipedia and Mozilla, creator of the web browser Firefox. Let me get a necessary caveat out of the way. Some not-for-profits are lousy. Of course they are. And some not-for-profit leaders are tired, lame ducks. Obviously. We're not going to talk about them because I didn't interview those companies and those executives. Instead, I selected an international list of not-for-profit rock stars, including Charles Best from Donors Choose, Wendy Kopp from Teach for America, Jimmy Wales from Wikipedia, Greg Baldwin from Volunteer Match, John Lilly from Mozilla, Zainab Salbi from Women for Men International, and more than a dozen others. Their stories and strategies are sprinkled throughout this book alongside my own thoughts, which draw from my experience founding Dress for Success and leading the largest organization in America for teens and social change, DoSomething.org. I'm grateful to these people not only for their time and their candor, but also for their camaraderie. It's nice to know that even if I'm an alien, at least I'm an alien with good, like-minded peers. From our shared experience, I've done 11 major themes. Why 11? It's a number that's significant to me because in the not-for-profit world, I like to say that we don't stop at 10. 10 is never enough. Everyone else shoots for 1 to 10. In the not-for-profit world, we start with 0 and deliver an 11. If an unpaid intern comes to me and asks how hard he needs to work to make something happen, I don't say twice or 3 times or even 10 times as hard. Want to succeed in this business? Then work to the power of 11 and pay for 0. Chapter 1. Do more with less cash to throw at people. For years, conventional corporate wisdom has dictated that the more you pay your employees, the more value you will extract from them. We have only to look back to 2008 to see how supremely wrong that alleged wisdom is.